Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Oh good, it's a lost run today. I mean that with enthusiasm, actually. Okay, well, it's a lost run that is not super easy. Apparently it only goes to Mom. Hey, Kate did really well yesterday, beat Mathis. I was 130th. I thought I heard some audio coming from outside my room and I was a little scared, but no, we're fine. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, we're just going to Mom. We obviously start with Holy Mantle. It's taken a little while to start the run. It's taken a long while to start the run, but it has begun. Okay, that probably, to me, indicates that our internet is really slow right now, and that's scary, because we could do really well and then just get, like, 0 points on the run, but hopefully that doesn't end up actually manifesting itself. So, again, not to toot my own horn too much, but I've been on a fairly impressive run of form for daily so far, and I'm hoping to continue it today. What it really comes down to is the lost. Don't get hit twice. If you can get hit once on every single room. Sorry, a little congested today. You can get hit once on every single room. If you ever get hit twice, it's probably over unless you've got, I don't know, infamy or something like that. We'll be hoping for some damage to facilitate that more than anything else. Guillotine is, it makes me a little bit of a hypocrite, doesn't it? Because it is a little bit of a DPS increase, or a lot of a DPS increase. But, not a lot, but a little bit of a DPS increase, but it doesn't necessarily give me enough to the point where I'd actually be excited to pick it up. I'd much rather re-roll it. So I think what I'm going to do is try to pop Anarchist Cookbook in here and find a safe place. And we re-rolled it into Lusty Blood, which I think does nothing for us, because we're not going to be taking any... I'm alive, but I'm an idiot. Can I explain what happened there? In my brain, there was a little bit of a train junction, and they didn't hit the switch properly. I was like, I gotta dodge that bomb that I just put down, which I didn't really need to, but we might as well. And I dodged right into Lusty Blood. You know, previously I have had a situation where, like, I didn't want to pick up Cursed Eye, and then an enemy kind of forced my hand and forced me to dodge into it. This was not one of those situations. Wait, Lusty Blood is actually great for us. We've made the rare, like, 19-fold error here. We get more damage on a room for every enemy we kill. That's awesome. I was thinking that it was more damage on the floor for every time I've been hit, but now I'm, of course, realizing that I'm an idiot because that's Bloody Lust. Lusty Blood is incredible. Okay, that's actually amazing. So I am an idiot for all the right reasons, I guess. We will probably try to do that in Mob Trap Room, but I'd really like to get our deal with the devil first. One of the things we've not had the luxury... can't do that yet. One of the things we've not had the luxury of doing... on Lost Runs recently is taking deals with the devil. We've exclusively had to take deals with the angel. That sucks real bad. Most of the time, those deals with the angel turn out to be things that are basically worthless as the lost. You know, oh, here's an ability to fly. Here's some HP you can't do anything with, etc., etc. Luckily, we're kind of out of that situation now. I don't want to use my bomb on the Tinted Rock just yet. We're not done the room yet. I want to see if maybe there's a reroll machine instead, because if there is a reroll machine, I'd rather use a bomb on it than money at this point, because Tinted Rocks are not as likely to work out well for us. I mean, we can't reroll it anyway, so we might as well take it. It's just a small damage increase, but that's not insignificant, and we get Spirit Hearts we can't do anything with. Being able to have better base damage basically allows us to skip, you know, the first rung on the Lusty Blood kind of hierarchy here, which is pretty solid. I'm actually feeling like this run is very, very strong right now. There's another Tinted Rock back here. Obviously, pretty much all we're hoping for is Small Rock. Or a bunch of keys would also be okay. Well, we got a bomb back, so I'm not mad, but I can endeavor to do better in the future. This is the first Lost Run on a daily in quite some time, and I'm hoping that I can maybe do a little bit better than my track record. I have had some where I died on, like, the first or second floor. I've had some where I made it all the way to, like, Shoal. But, certainly that's probably the exception rather than the rule. Little Horn, not too much of a problem here. Lusty Blood's not going to help us out too much unless we get the credit for, you know, each one of his tiers that we kill, which would be great, but also doesn't probably affect us too much, considering we're only going to kill maybe 2 or 3 total over the course of the entire run. Let's see. I think that did make us a little stronger, actually. But, you know, incidentally, basically making us stronger. We're basically, you know, killing him as we play here accidentally. I'm trying to shoot the tears but missed and did some good stuff regardless. So we get the 0.3 damage up, which is good. We get Rotten Baby, which is good. We get Missing Page 2, which is basically meaningless. And we get a Guppy item, which is good. Also a chance to respawn if we get hit, which is maybe the most valuable thing of all. What I will say about... Oh, I didn't do the mob trap room. A minor mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. There's a couple of things that I think are really going to be the hook for this run right now. Beating Mom, with our present setup, doesn't seem that bad. We're in a really good spot. Anything can happen, of course. I don't want to count our chickens yet, but, you know, we right now have every available ability to beat Mom. Boss Rush is the tricky one, because you don't get the Holy Mantle reset between waves. So Boss Rush is going to be real tough. I don't really know, why not? I don't really know what we do to get around that. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Leave, come back in. Spiders. I just psyched myself out there and wanted to make sure I was 100% fine, but, yeah, if we can get something that somehow makes Boss Rush... I mean, what I'm thinking, of course, is like Mega Blast. If we can get Mega Blast, then Boss Rush will probably be pretty simple, but that's extraordinarily unlikely. I don't know what else we can get except for just exceptionally good damage. You know, full suite of orbitals. Trinity Shield or something like that, but that won't help us when it comes to beams or anything like that. But anyway, that's going to be part of it. The other part is, I don't know if there's any way for us to teleport, because we can't use the... We can't use the self-sacrifice room at all, basically. Unless we want to keep trying to die and then respawn as Guppy. Or respawn with Guppy's collar, I should say. But even then, when it brings us back, you know, we're not going to be able to fight the angel statues. We make it to teleport if we, you know, call the right coin flip 12 times in a row. Literally, something along those lines. Dark Bum is basically meaningless for us, but that's alright. Actually, no, you know, now that I think about it, there is a way out here because we don't have to win as the Lost. We could get Judas's Shadow or any respawn item, basically. Sweet. We can get Judas's Shadow or any respawn item, and that would allow us to come back as another character, which would allow us to A, get use out of Dark Bum, but B, maybe use the self-sacrifice room and teleport. You know, you never know how these runs are going to go until you get a little deeper into them, but for now, I'm thinking that might be the seam that we have to take if we're really going to have a great chance at making, you know, the dream come true here. So there was Nightlight on the shop. I don't really feel like Nightlight is that valuable. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Oh, fuck. It's not bad, it's just not, like, that noteworthy. As of right now, I'm pretty much just hanging out on the other side of the map, letting Rotten Baby do the dirty work for me because I'm an idiot who got hit when he should not have. I think we just head down to the next floor. Keep our pace high for Boss Rush. What? Okay, I'm an idiot. Why not take the pony? That's a great question. I guess I was like, I already have the ability to fly. Might as well keep the D4. I mean, in some ways, that may actually be the correct line of reasoning if we could reroll into Judas's Shadow. But I think it's more likely to just find it on a deal with the devil, probably. At least for now. We can always go a little deeper later if we desire to. Probably should let Dark Bum pick up the HP because he can actually drop Spirit Hearts, which will give us points. You're going to give us 2 double key rooms on the same floor, huh? Well, might as well try. It's a 1 room, which is not necessarily bad. And I mean that sincerely. The reason that the 1 room can be not so bad is if we decide to use it, we can actually basically use it twice. We can use the D4 first and be like, oh, do we like this? If yes, then don't use the 1 room. Basically, we got a free 1 room. And if it sucks, then we use the 1 room and try to reroll into something better. The only question is, do we want to even use it? And the conventional wisdom, considering you have Holy Mantle as the Lost, the conventional wisdom is no. Like, definitely not. Are you insane? Absolutely not. But there's our item room. That's, well, I almost didn't take it again, because I was like, well, I have the D4. Which, again, maybe the D4 is the right play if we want to reroll into Judas's Shadow. But here's the way I think about it. There's 2 lines of reasoning. One is, low risk, pretty high reward, and that's just keep Holy Mantle and probably do relatively well. But that's what everybody's gonna do. And if we want to, I'm gonna go to the cursor. I just wanted to reset Holy Mantle in case we got hit. Not that it would matter for flying in, I guess, but, the other one is reroll your ass off We'll definitely take left hand here. Reroll your ass off to try to get a respawn like Judas' Shadow. Then you're going to play a self-sacrifice room and teleport to the dark room, beat the lamb, and probably rank like in the top 50 or something ridiculous like that. I think it's pretty clear what decision we've chosen to go for here. I really feel like you need all of the pieces to fall into the right place for that kind of like dream run that I'm hypothesizing right now. And they probably are not likely to do so, unfortunately. I could be wrong, and we may well get a chance later to prove that we're wrong. But I'm basically going to take our fairly high chance of having a great run over a much lower chance of having a truly spectacular run. Because the run is, like, the truly spectacular run doesn't hinge on my play as much as it hinges on, you know, RNG. We could also just get Judas' Shadow from a Deal with the Devil that doesn't require a reroll, so... Or Lazarus Rags, or, you know, many other items that work for these purposes. Just gonna head down to the next floor. I didn't use Unicorn Horn. I feel like Unicorn Horn we should pop as, like, a panic, last-ditch effort on rooms where we've taken damage, or on rooms where we really, really want to finish them quickly, like super big rooms with non-tanky enemies or something. Unicorn Horn also actually somewhat mitigates our problem of having a shitty boss rush setup. Not a ton, but at least a little bit, because every 3 waves we'll be able to have a period of invincibility that will probably kill half of 1 wave. And we haven't gotten any deals with the devil in a couple of floors here. I would very much like to. Becoming Guppy would also be, like, really, really great. And we have, you know, that possibility for sure. Barring that, again, any respawn item that isn't 9 lives, and I say isn't 9 lives because I want it to be able to allow us to play the self-sacrifice room. This is exactly the situation that I suggested we'd want this item for, so let's take advantage of it. And immediately then hide. Didn't work quite as well as I thought it would. It's been a comfortable run so far, though. I'm so glad I accidentally, on purpose, picked up Lusty Blood. Sure, Smart Fly I don't think does anything for us, but we have no other choices anyway. So we might as well be happy with it. Probably will do that. Red chest could be very valuable. Might want to wait until we have another Unicorn Horn charge saved up, but I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm just gonna go for it. Thank God we didn't get hit right off the bat by that, like, kind of errant shot there. That would have been really disappointing. We've teleported to our Deal with the Devil, where we've gotten Satanic Bible, which does, like, literally nothing for us, so we'll just move on. I mean, it could do something for us if we respawn, but I'm gonna start, you know, trying to avoid talking about just, like, this hypothetical Narnia where we're respawning all the time. Because it doesn't exist yet. Yet. It could one day. Either way, I'm going to be happy with this run. I think we've set ourselves up pretty nicely. You know, beating Mom is just about, like, the standard baseline I have right now for feeling pretty good about how a Lost run went, even with Holy Mantle. So, maybe that'll change in the future, but for right now, I genuinely believe that. We didn't get a full charge there, so this is, like, slightly dangerous. I don't have any flies either, which is the worst. Alright, sorry, bombs. I have some flies, but only irregularly. Oh, shit, I could die right here against Brownie. That would be a pretty big disappointment. I froze. I completely froze. Yet I find myself completely alive. Oh my god, that almost got me. Okay, still kicking it here. Probably lucky to have lived. Probably lucky to have lived, he says. We get Jesus Juice. I skipped my Deal with the Devil because it was Satanic Bible, as we know. Okay, that'll get the blood pumping. Thank you, maybe Attack Fly that saved my ass there? I'm not totally sure. I'm just trying to get to our... well, I mean, probably the shop. If there's any other special rooms, I could probably be persuaded to be interested in them, but the shop's the big one for now. I don't even know what I'm looking for, honestly, considering next floor is going to be our last floor unless we can do something about it. We haven't found a self-sacrifice room since, like, floor 1, so I'm not really feeling like I missed out too much. I think of course, we gotta go for broke now, right? Take Chaos. Balls of Steel does nothing, but... And then this allows us to possibly get the items we need from other situations. We could all... I mean, we don't even just need Judas' Shadow or other respawn items. I'm focusing a little bit too much on, you know, things that help us the most. We could also just get a shovel. A shovel on a deal with the devil would help a lot. As of right now, we're looking for, I guess, boss rush. That's the big one that could separate us right now, is if we're able to do boss rush and a lot of other people couldn't. Okay, that's a huge pickup. You probably don't need me to tell you that. But Mom's Knife is really amazing and pretty much illuminates for us that the Chaos pickup was exactly the right thing to do on this daily. Because now we have Mom's Knife, whereas previously we would have gotten maybe a second Guppy item, which is still great, but Mom's Knife kind of skips the middleman. Could have also been Bob's Curse or something in there for that matter, so... Always assume the best, but... didn't necessarily have to be. So that in and of itself is like another kind of like bottleneck that a lot of people playing the Seed probably will not use. I mean, probably like, you know, 50% will, assuming they made it this far, but a lot of people won't either. They'll not take Chaos. You know, many people won't have the money, many people won't look for the shop, etc., etc. It's not me trying to be like, oh, look at how smart I am. It's just me trying to like rationalize where we may... Oh, come on. Where we may or may not stand with respect to relative ranks, because relative ranks is what you want, you know? I don't really care about getting the highest score. I don't care if I get 50,000 and that's my personal best. It's more, you know, how do I rank relative to where I've been in the past? Thank you. Thank you, Rotten Baby. Well, we're obviously going to explore some more. We have tons of time before Boss Rush becomes impossible. It would be really, really awesome if I could get an Awaz rune, maybe? I think this is where we probably... I mean, I don't really want any of that, but this is where we probably go that we want to reroll as much as possible in order to make something amazing happen here. Mom's Pad is not going to be it. I picked up Remote Detonator just to get the 5 extra bombs. Keybagger's probably not going to be it. Mom's Contact is awesome, but doesn't win us the game. Ceremonial Robes is amazing, but doesn't, you know, get us an incredible score. Same, How to Jump, it's okay. We finished with Ceremonial Robes. And honestly, I think that's pretty much where we tap out here then. We'll go fight Mom, and then we'll look at our boss rush and see how things look. Ceremonial Robes is awesome, but of course it's not specifically what I was looking for. Now, if possible, we'd really like to not use Unicorn Horn on Mom, so we have it ready right away on boss rush. We did get a deal with the devil. We will take the Polaroid. Not that it matters. And we'll get 10 bombs. Amazing. 10 bombs out of that. Okay. And, well, then we can get 99 bombs, which I guess is probably more along the lines of what we'd be interested in. So Bloody Lust is gonna, or Lusty Blood, I should say, is gonna crank up our damage to, like, an outrageous level. The most important thing for us right now, do not take damage unless you have to. Where did you come from, also? Have you been on this fight the whole time? We just took damage when we didn't have to. So, not thrilled with my performance there. One random hit now just completely kills us. We can hang out over these rocks, but we've got to watch out for enemies that spawn beams. Can't believe I got hit by the Fallen. I mean, it's not, like, absurdly embarrassing, but I would have preferred to have not been. Oh, the fly didn't quite kill him. This one will, presumably. Okay, one day. Who's our other enemy? That's like step one of everything here is doing the detective work. Figuring out who our other boss is. And this time it's the gates. This gate does not have laser beams. We should like 1 or 2 shot him. Little Horn is actually potentially pretty dangerous. Because he could send a bomb our way from across the map. Oh, it's an angel! Little scary. The angels are going to be tough to dodge, so we definitely want to watch out for them. Oh, it's another angel. Kill it! Kill it dead! Mega Maw and Gemini. I mean, you know I'm looking at this right now and saying this is possible. Who's our other enemy? It's Monstro 2. Okay, Monstro 2 is a beam enemy, which is why I'm stoked to have the opportunity to kill him so easily. Okay, that just seemed like I was getting a little in tight there, so it seemed like it was sensible to just back it up a little bit. Come on. Teleporting enemies are also bad. This is just regular Monstro. One more room and then we get Unicorn Horn back. Little Gertie, he's so fast! Rotten baby! Do your part! Nice. 2 more? Yeah, you got it, you got it. Watch out for that. I almost hit that red poop, man. That was dangerous. I don't like this. Who's our other enemy? Is it 2 Dingles? I have to watch him because he's so quick. There we go. We're good. We did it! That's actually really impressive. We didn't get what I wanted on this run, which was a way to bust it completely wide open, but hey, that's a positive thing nonetheless. Let's take that. We're ranked 151. I think we could have done better if we'd gone for broke. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't, but we still ended up ranking pretty well today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.